Guys, they finally deducted my school fees. So I am really excited right now. I didn't think I would ever be in a position where I am praying, like I am praying for a debit alert. I have been praying for a debit alert. I've been checking my phone every morning, afternoon, evening, in between mornings, in between evenings. I wake up checking my phone for text messages. I will sleep checking my phone for text messages, and finally the debit alert came. My school fees has been debited and I'm so excited. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Mama Stula. If you're joining us for the first time, please like, comment and click on the subscribe button. If you are a subscriber that has been following my videos so far, thank you, and don't forget to hit the like button and drop a comment on the comment section. Yeah, so let's get right to it. I'm actually very excited, as you can obviously see. So in my last video I talked about my school fees taking forever. It literally took forever and I was really worried because I am running out of time. My school is supposed to resume in September. This is May. I have not still applied for visa. My school fees has not gone through. And then now visa, I heard visa takes even longer. There is no priority visa, and even if there is priority visa, I don't know if I will still have that kind of money when it gets to that point. So I was so worried. I was really worried. I went to the bank, I think 3 times. So what happened is this: I paid via the Form A. In my very first video or my second video, I can't really remember which one exactly, I talked about the 3 payment methods or payment options I was given, and one of them was the Form A. Then there was Flywire, and there is what's it called now, Western Union. Yeah, so out of all of them I picked the Form A, where I fill out the Form A, go to the bank, Form A online, go to the bank, they gave me another form to fill, and that was it. But why I didn't use Flywire's exchange rate is too high. I think from what somebody told me who tried to use it, it's even higher than normal black market, because they would have to put their own charges. So it was just way too high, and I would have been paying double the actual money I was supposed to pay. So I didn't even look at Flywire twice. I just went straight to Form A, because I heard Form A gives you at central bank rate as of that day you applied. So I went for Form A. Now the mistake I made, which is now looking like it's no longer a mistake, I used Standard Chartered Bank, because I felt, oh, Standard Chartered Bank, I mean the name, Standard Chartered Bank is a big boys bank, but apparently they have much more delay than other banks. So I was advised to use UBA Bank. But as at the time, I'd already waited a week. They gave me about 3 weeks, and I'd already waited a week, almost a week plus. So I was not thinking, what if I remove this money and then they send me a message? And before that, in the Form A, what happens is you upload certain documents at the end of the form after you finish filling the form. So I uploaded my admission letter, the unconditional offer letter, and then I uploaded one other document I can't really remember, but I did not upload my passport data page, and it wasn't written there that I should upload my passport data page. And in fact, they only gave 2 fields to upload those things. But what I did not know is I could actually click and add more fields to upload as many documents as I should upload. So they rejected my Form A application initially, and then that was already about 5 days or 3 days. No, it didn't take so long, the first rejection. So I was really confused. I sent my agent the rejection thing, and she was like, she doesn't know that I should try and fill it again. So I did, So this time around, I put my passport data page, I put my unconditional offer letter that has the school's bank details in it. I put that first. Then the third document is what I can remember. I probably will put it up on the screen. After I shoot this video, I'll go and check, and then I'll put it up on the screen. So I submitted. The wait was tormenting. And then a few days later, I don't know if it was up to a week, the Monetary Trade Fund, I think that's the body that does the Form A thing, they sent me a message that it has finally been approved. So I was really happy. I was excited. That I was at Abuja, so that day I went to the bank to tell them, okay, this is what I got. What do I do next? And the babe was like, you have to wait too. I'm like, how long? That it takes 3 weeks sometimes. Sister, 3 weeks. This was already almost mid-May. Today is 21st. I'm like, I'm running out of time. So like, there's nothing she can do. That it's actually a queue. You have to wait for your turn. When the money is ready, when Forex is ready, that they are going to pay. I said, okay, no problem. So at that point, I was contemplating on moving the money to UBA or keeping it there, because I had waited a week. And this, we're entering the second week. You're telling me I still have to wait. There's nothing she can do about it. So I was really worried. After I left the bank, I went back to my house and I had to make some calls to people that work at UBA. I called some friends who knew people that worked. So when I called UBA Bank, I called the contacts I got. They advised that, frankly speaking, that UBA is not as fast as it used to be, and that they would not advise me to move the money from where I already have it. At that point, I'm like, okay, no problem. Let me just, since this is coming from somebody that is inside UBA Bank, let me not risk it. Let me just keep it. So I left the money at Standard Chartered Bank. So what even got me worried, my friend's wife is also leaving. She's going to study law, and I filled out my Form A 2 days or a day before they did theirs, and their Form A was approved, and then the next Form A was approved in 3 days, and that same day was approved, UBA removed the money. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe let me just put it to UBA. So at that point, when they told me, sister, better leave it where it is, I said, okay, no problem, sir, I will leave it where it is. I just left it, but I was really very worried. Then this money was deducted. Today is Saturday. I think it was deducted on Thursday. I'm shooting this video on Saturday. It was deducted on Thursday. So early this week, but even as last week, I called my sister in the UK. The initial deposit is actually £1,000, but I was paying more than £1,000, and I didn't want to pay £1,000 because if I pay £1,000, it means my proof of fund money is going to go high. And yeah, this is what people don't even really know. If your school fees is, like in my case, my school fees is £14,095, and if I pay £1,000, which is what the school requires me to pay to get my CAS is Certificate of Acceptance of Study. Now, if I pay that £1,000, it means my proof of fund is going to be the balance of my school fees plus my living expenses. That is the money I will go and pay. And now proof of fund, well, I don't think everybody has that kind of money, because even right now my proof of fund that is left is about 11.8 million naira. And if we use 600 naira to calculate the rate, so it's a lot. So if you have more than the initial deposit, please pay. So the money you require to be in your account for proof of fund would reduce, and whichever way you're getting that money, if you're going to be using an agent to get it, the what's it called now, the commission you're going to pay them, or the interest you're going to pay them, wouldn't be so much. So please, if you have more than the deposit, pay that amount. Don't wait to pay the small deposits of schools. Like my school, like I said, it's just £1,000 as against £14,095. That is the actual school fees. It's cheap, sounds good, but it's not all that good if you don't know. If I had my way, I would have paid everything, but as it stands now, the money I have been spending in this state, oh my god. Anyway, back to my Form A story. So I called my sister to help me and pay the £1,000. So while I'm waiting for Standard Chartered Bank, or while I'm waiting for the queue to get to my turn, because my admission is going to expire 1st of June if I don't pay that money. I've met every other condition. What I needed was just to pay that money so I would be securing my CAS. That's the Certificate of Acceptance of Study. Now, I called my sister, and my sister said, pay money, deal, that she does not have that kind of money right now, and she could borrow from somebody. The plan was for her to pay, and then when I get there, I was going to pay her back, even though I was going to spend more. When I say spend more, if I pay from Nigeria, it's cheaper. If you pay your school fees from Nigeria, it's way cheaper because they're giving you a central bank rate. But the other method I was going to use, it would have been either me changing black market, either me converting the money I'm going to pay her at black market rate. So the other option she gave me was for her to borrow from somebody, because she really did not have. If she had, she would have. I did not even need to ask. So the option she gave me was to borrow from somebody, and then the person needed money in Nigeria, so I would give whoever the person wants to give money to here in Nigeria. So that would have made me paying about 750 or almost 800, depending on the exchange black market rate, as against 550, 500 I would have paid if I paid through the bank. But at that point, my admission was at stake, or my admission, it's in the past now. My admission was at stake, and I really didn't know what to do. So that was the only viable option. So I just told myself, okay, let me wait for this week to finish. That's this week we're in now, to finish. And if by next week Tuesday nothing happens, which is the last week of May, then I will tell her to go ahead and get the money, and I will pay. Another thing, if I touch that money in my bank, it means by the time these people approve, the money would no longer be enough, and then I will have to either start all over, because I don't know what will happen if they try to remove the money and the money in my account does not balance. So I was so confused, but glory be to God, I serve a living God. The money was removed from the account on Thursday. I was at the bank when I got the SMS. I know before that I went to the bank here in Port Harcourt, because I had to come back to Port Harcourt, and they told me there's nothing they can do. It's even the bank I submitted the form, which is in Abuja, that I can even go to. I'm like, how do I now go to Abuja from Port Harcourt again just to make an inquiry, because I do not even have any number. So I just went home that day. That was on a Wednesday, and then the next day, God willing, before they even deducted the money, I was on my own minding my business. Standard Chartered sent me 2 debit alerts, one 5,000, one 4,000. And when I looked at the message critically, it was actually in reference to the Form A I filled. I'm like, why are these people removing their own commission, and then the money is not being removed? So I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to call. That was 2 days prior to when they removed, 2 or 3 days prior to when they removed the actual school fees. So on Thursday, long story cut short, my school fees was deducted. It means I cannot go further, because I was stuck at that point. There was really nothing I could do anymore until that school fees had been deducted. That's the only way I could go further to the next step, which is getting my CAS, proof of funds, and then applying to get my visa. So I'm going to do another video on the proof of fund thing, but I don't know if it's something I should be doing. But anyway, maybe in my next video I'm going to talk about the proof of funds and the next step I am taking after this whole CAS, because right now I've not gotten my CAS, but I've submitted all the documents for them to issue me my CAS. But I'm not waiting for my CAS to come to do the proof of fund, because I am running out of time already. I don't begin to talk like in it already. Oh God, I'm going to the UK. Anyway, so I don't have to wait for my CAS to come out for me to do the proof of fund. I'm working on it. They've already sent me everything I need to do and all that, so it's for me to just put the money in my account for 28 days. Now my proof of fund I'm doing for 2 months. because the money has to be in your account until your visa comes out. That is what I heard. I mean, I don't want to take chances. I've gotten to this point. I am not going to take chances. So like I said, I don't want to do any video of anything I'm yet to do. So I'll just wait until that goes through before I do any video regarding that, because I want to be talking based on my own experience and not someone else's experience. So I'm just gonna have to push that aside for now, and when it happens, I'm going to do a video on that. Now, I said again in my last video, I'm going to advise on the banks to use after my own has gone through. So UBA would have been top of my list, but I heard, I cannot verify, I heard that UBA, you don't cast. Yes, you heard me right, that UBA have casted. So if you're not Nigerian and you're stumbled into this video, what I mean is UBA Bank has been barred for now from issuing Form A. Is that the right word? Or from paying school fees and sending students living allowance, because it seems they have abused it and people tend to go to them a lot because of how fast their own system is and all that. So like I said, I can't verify this. There is no way for me to verify this. So it was actually my agent that told me, so I think there's some iota of truth in it. But I heard UBA for now has been barred from using that service, from doing that service or rendering that service. So UBA would have been top of my list, but UBA is out. I went to GT Bank to do something and I used the opportunity to ask them, and the lady told me 1 to 3 weeks, but she cannot assure me 1 week because of the number of people applying. So basically right now I think it's everything. But my friend that is in University of Hull, she said her own took just 2 days after the monetary trade fund, is that what they call them? Yeah, those people that are in charge of Form A, after they approved. But I think she told me she used Access Bank, I can't remember, but apparently from the look of things I'm still going to stick with the devil I know, which is Standard Chartered Bank for now, because I don't have any other accounts aside UBA, Standard Chartered, and GTB is also not giving me any they will do it now answer. So next time, and then because of this reason, next time if you want to pay, or if I want to pay, I will just pay in a time where I won't be in a hurry, or I'm not going to be running out of time, so I don't get worked up because the money has not been deducted. So that's what I'm going to do going forward. So I think I've said everything regarding the school fees. Bottom line is my school fees has been deducted and I'm very excited about it. I am happy. I did not know I was going to celebrate debit as I called a friend of mine and he was like, we need to pop champagne. Yes, that's how relieved I am, because really I was worried. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to leave I'm just going to blossom edge some of things. I'm going to leave the form on my screen just briefly, so you see what the form looks like that I filled at the bank. And then the other information I leave behind, maybe when I'm editing the video, I'm just going to be putting them in between. But if you have any questions, please do well to ask. And please, if you know any other bank that you feel is fast from your own experience, please put it there. It might just help somebody, because the wait is not nice, and especially when you do these things late, it might give you hypertension. So if you have any other bank, if you know any bank that you feel is fast, other than this one, I've never mentioned any bank that is fast so far. So it's only UBA that I was very certain of, but now that I heard UBA is no longer allowed to do it, hey God, they have taken lights. Sorry, this is Nigeria, don't worry, I also go to Yankee, so there will not be light issues anymore. Anyway, you can't see my face anymore, so I have to go. Please don't forget to subscribe, and bye.